told you that the Atlanta Falcons quietly signed a player who's already dominated first-team reps, making elite-level plays, and could be one of the biggest steals of the entire NFL offseason. And somehow, no one is talking about it. No big headlines, no national buzz, just silence. Well, that ends today. Because Divine Deablo isn't just a solid pickup, he might be the most important defensive addition that the Falcons have made all year. So let's break down why this guy's an absolute weapon and why every Falcons fan needs to know his name right now. Now let's start with the basics. Who is Divine Deablo? He was a third-round pick by the Raiders back in 2021 out of Virginia Tech. He started his college career as a safety, but then transitioned to a linebacker. In that transition, I think unlocked his true potential. He's 6'3", over 230 pounds, and has 33-inch arms, which, by the way, is the same length as Jake Matthews. He ran a 4.4 at his combine, and he has that elite defensive back instincts with that speed. That is rare at a linebacker. And just last week in camp, he ran step for step with Kyle Pitts on a streak route and tipped the ball away. He did something that 99% of linebackers can't do. Now, here's where it gets real. Deablo has been taking almost every single first-team rep next to Kaden Ellis since the start of camp. No rotation, no warm-up period, just plug-and-play starter. Head coach Raheem Morris said it all. He said, Divine Deablo is an elite mover. Whether in coverage or blitzing, he's shown up in practice in a big way. And it's not just the coaches. Kaden Ellis had this to say. Coach calls him the Avatar. Long limbs, fast, can cover, and a great athlete. He's special. In recent practices, Deablo has been flying around the field, racking up tackles for loss, and covering running backs and tight ends with ease. He's not just fitting in, he's taking over. So let's talk more about the nickname, the Avatar. You know, the long, tall, athletic-limbed, hyper-athletic warriors from Pandora. That's what the teammates are calling Divine Deablo. He's built like a DB, but hits like a linebacker. He's already blowing up plays in camp and showing his ability to cover and pressure with ease. Coach Morris added, he can pressure the passer, get off blocks, and move in ways linebackers can't. He's been really impressive. And look, the Falcons needed a player like this. Someone to play beside Ellis who can cover, blitz, defend, run, a do-it-all linebacker who makes your scheme more versatile. And they may have found him for just $14 million over 2 years. That's highway robbery, in my opinion. So here's where it gets even more interesting. Defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich runs a defense that thrives on chaos, movement, disguise, and pressure. It's tailor-made for a player like Deablo. Blitz packages, he's elite. Zone drops, he's fluid. Man coverage, he's a former safety. In this scheme, he's going to be put in a position to make big-time plays, and he's already showing he's up to the task. Deablo even said himself, the energy that these guys bring, there's no egos, and everyone just wants to play for each other. That's the kind of culture you want from your middle linebacker and from your organization. Now, let's be real. Linebacker was one of the Falcons' biggest question marks heading into 2025. Deablo might just be the answer. He fills the most important need next to Ellis, and he's already producing like a star. And again, they got him for $7 million a year. That is backup money for a lot of teams. And the Falcons may have just signed a Pro Bowl level talent without anyone noticing. So while the media is focused on flashy names and big contracts, the Falcons may have found a quiet superstar hiding in plain sight. Remember the name, Divine Deablo. He's big, he's fast, and he might be the steal of the offseason. I will say this, we probably won't see a lot of action from Divine Deablo in preseason. Coach Raheem Morris has made it abundantly clear. We are not going to play our starters. If we see what we need to see in practice, they're not going to play in the preseason games for injuries. But I will say this, everyone be on the lookout for Divine Deablo at the start of the season. This kid will be making plays. He will use his length, athleticism, and in range to make plays for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's a breath of fresh air to have another linebacker who's more athletic than Kaden Ellis running around and making plays. But if you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below. Let me know how good you think Divine Deablo will be in this Atlanta Falcons system, and if you like the pickup for only $7 million a year. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And like always, peace.